The year is 1872. A massive ship drifts silently in the Atlantic. No crew, no signs of struggle, food still on the table. The ship is in perfect condition. Yet every single person on board has vanished into thin air. No one ever saw them again. And the scariest part, this isn't the only one. For centuries, the world's oceans have whispered tales of these phantom vessels, ships found abandoned, adrift and eerily deserted. Join me now as we navigate the murky depths of maritime history to investigate the ghost ships that sailed themselves. December 4, 1872. The Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Portugal. The DEI Gracia, a British brigantine, encounters a seemingly abandoned vessel drifting aimlessly across the waves. It is the Mary Celeste, an American merchant brigantine last seen weeks earlier setting sail from New York. The crew of the DEI Gracia are stunned. Why would a ship in seemingly perfect condition be deserted? They attempt to hail the Mary Celeste but receive no response. A boarding party is assembled. The sailors carefully make their way onto the deck of the Mary Celeste, and what they find chills them to the bone. The ship is eerily silent. There is no sign of the captain, his wife and young daughter, or any of the 7 crewmen. They are simply gone. The ship's cargo of 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol sits untouched below deck. Personal belongings, navigational equipment, even valuables all remain undisturbed, and perhaps most unsettling of all, a half-eaten meal sits on the table in the galley. The last log entry, made just hours before, indicates nothing unusual. It is as if the crew simply vanished into thin air. The mystery of the Mary Celeste has haunted seafarers and landlubber alike for over a century. Theories abound, each more fantastical than the last. Was it a mutiny gone wrong? But there was no sign of a struggle, no evidence of violence. Could it have been pirates? No, pirates would have plundered the ship and her cargo. Some whisper of sea monsters, of colossal krakens dragging the crew to a watery grave. But the Mary Celeste showed no signs of damage. Others point to sudden, freakish weather events, rogue waves that swept the crew from the deck. But the ship's log made no mention of a storm. Then there are the theories that venture into the truly bizarre. Was the Mary Celeste caught in a time warp, its crew transported to another dimension? Or was it something even more sinister, something supernatural that claimed the souls on board? The truth, like the Mary Celeste itself, remains lost to the vast, unforgiving ocean. Our next tale takes us to the humid, tropical waters of the Dutch East Indies in February of 1948. A distress call crackles across the radio waves, a chilling SOS picked up by ships across the region. The message is garbled, fragmented, but from the faint Morse code, a chilling story emerges. All officers dead, lying in chart room and bridge, probably whole crew dead. The message ends with a final spine-tingling transmission. I die. Silence. Ships in the vicinity immediately change course, racing towards the source of the distress signal. They arrive to find the Ourang Medan, a Dutch cargo ship, adrift and eerily silent. A boarding party cautiously makes its way onto the deck, and what they find is beyond their worst nightmares. The decks are littered with the bodies of the crew, their faces contorted in expressions of sheer terror, their eyes wide with unimaginable fear. The captain lies dead on the bridge, his lifeless hands still clutching the radio microphone, but there are no signs of injury, no visible cause of death. It is as if they were scared to death. Literally. As the rescue crew investigates further, the mystery deepens. The air grows heavy, thick with an unbearable stench, a sickening, sweet, metallic odor. Whatever happened on the Ourang Medan, it was unlike anything they had ever encountered. Suddenly, with a deafening roar, fire erupts from the depths of the ship. The rescue crew is forced to evacuate, watching helplessly from a distance as the Ourang Medan, engulfed in flames, sinks beneath the waves, taking its secrets with it. Theories about the fate of the Ourang Medan range from the plausible to the utterly bizarre. Some speculate a leak of deadly cargo, perhaps a chemical spill of cyanide or nitrogen gas, could have poisoned the crew and caused the explosion. Others dismiss this, claiming the symptoms described don't align with any known toxins. Was it a case of mass hysteria, a shared delusion that drove the crew to madness? Or could it be something more sinister, a force beyond human comprehension that claimed the lives of everyone on board? The Ourang Medan, much like the ghostly radio transmission that marked its end, remains an enigma, a chilling reminder of the unpredictable and often terrifying power of the sea. Chapter 3. The Carol A. Deering, vanished in the Bermuda Triangle. Our final journey takes us to the infamous Bermuda Triangle, a region of the North Atlantic shrouded in mystery and legend. In 1921, the five-masted schooner, the Carol A. Deering, became another chilling entry in maritime ghost ships. The Deering, carrying coal, was en route from Virginia to Rio de Janeiro when it vanished. Weeks later, it was found run aground on Diamond Shoals, off Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. The discovery only deepened the mystery. The Carol A. Deering was completely deserted. There was no sign of the captain, his son, or any of the 9 crew members. The lifeboats were missing, yet there was no sign of a hasty evacuation. The logbook, navigational equipment, and personal belongings were gone. Food was still on the table, as if the crew had vanished in the middle of a meal. The radio room was in disarray, suggesting a desperate but unsuccessful attempt to send a distress call. The disappearance of the Carol A. Deering sent shockwaves through the maritime world. It became one of the most perplexing maritime mysteries of the 20th century, fueling speculation about the Bermuda Triangle. Theories ranged from piracy to mutiny, but none could fully explain the strange circumstances. Some whispered of supernatural forces, whirlpools, or magnetic anomalies. Others pointed to rogue waves, sudden and massive walls of water. The most plausible explanation involves human error and the unpredictable nature of the sea. It's possible the Deering encountered a severe storm, forcing the crew to abandon ship. The missing lifeboats suggest they may have attempted to reach shore but were lost at sea. The lack of distress calls could be attributed to damage to the radio equipment. Whatever the true fate of the Carol A. Deering, its story serves as a chilling reminder of the vastness and power of the ocean, and of the mysteries that still lie hidden beneath its waves. What if these aren't just random disappearances? What if something is out there, watching, waiting, and taking people without a trace? Could these ships have been trapped in time loops? Were they victims of government experiments gone wrong? Or did something inhuman claim them? Maybe the ocean doesn't just swallow ships, maybe it keeps them. These mysteries remain unsolved, and the sea still holds its secrets. But if you want to uncover more of history's most chilling and unexplained stories, make sure to subscribe, because some secrets are too terrifying to stay hidden.